Hey yo, what's poppin'? I'm back. One of the most common phobias in humans is arachnophobia, the fear of spiders and other arachnids. One of the least common phobias, on the other hand, is the fear of pink allergy medication. Or so I think at least. Why am I telling you this? Well, these two are in a weird way connected, believe it or not. To explain this, I will today talk about the strange substance known as diphenhydramine. DPH, which is shorthand for diphenhydramine, is an antihistamine that is commonly found in products used as sleeping aids or for allergy relief. You might be asking, "Yo, bottlehead, what the hell is an antihistamine?" To that I answer, please don't call me that. That's probably a hate crime in Scotland or something. An antihistamine is a substance class that prevents your body from releasing histamine, a chemical that is released as an inflammatory response to you doing things that your body doesn't like. In small doses, preventing the release of histamine mainly prevents itchiness and other allergic symptoms. If you've ever taken any pill medication, you may have noticed how it says on the box to only take the recommended amount, which is usually one pill or less, and to not exceed this. In products containing DPH, there is a very good reason for this. In my last video, I talked about how DXM, another weird substance, has different levels of effects based on your dose. DPH is quite similar, not really having defined dosages like DXM does, but still having rather different effects based on how much you're taking. To start tripping on DPH, which by the way is a terrible idea, this is a seriously damaging drug, you will have to take about 4 to 8 25mg pills. The DPH community calls this a FAP dose. This is because it supposedly enhances the feeling of, It also enhances the sound of music and makes you feel like an iron golem from Minecraft. Okay, maybe not the last one. No, it actually does. I will explain. DPH has a lot of weird effects on the body. It can cause your legs to feel restless, it makes your mouth dry up faster than a female cashier would working at a GameStop, and it for some reason makes your body feel incredibly heavy and hard to move. There! Iron golem. Perfect analogy. Pat myself on the back. Woo! By increasing your dosage a bit more, things will start to really happen. You see, in medical terms, DPH is regarded as an antihistamine, but when talking about recreational use, DPH is classed as a deliriant. Deliriants are a strange, novel class of drugs with very few members. The only one I can think of that's even a tiny bit prevalent in popular culture is Datura, a deadly flower that's also able to trip you out immensely. Maybe I'll make a video on it someday. What's special about deliriants is that they cause incredibly realistic auditory and visual hallucinations. Coupled with the confused mental state that they often cause, it can be near impossible to differentiate deliriant hallucinations from real life. The visual patterns that they create are also way darker and less colorful than those created by psychedelics such as LSD or shrooms, appearing more sinister and glitchy in nature. These hallucinations start around 300 to 500 milligrams of DPH. They will often come in the form of hearing footsteps, door knocks, or voices ranging anywhere from your parents calling your name to otherworldly demons demanding that you... Hello? No? I'm not doing that. No, I'm not just gonna walk up to people and put sand in their pockets. What? The visual hallucinations can come in the form of near anything, but will scale in absurdity and prevalence with the dosage. Do you remember me mentioning spiders in the beginning of the video? Well, by far the most common hallucination reported on DPH seems to be just that, spiders. So much so that it's become a bit of a meme to the users of this drug. Other insects are also common, as well as snakes, rats, ghostly apparitions, and shadow people. Many people describe the DPH trip as entering a real-life horror film. Other than the hallucinations, second-level DPH trips also commonly cause severe anxiety and distress. Not only because of how scary it might be to see your walls start crawling with insects while hearing someone or something banging loudly on your door, but also because the drug itself often induces paranoia and intense feelings that something bad is gonna happen. Increasing your dosage even further will not only cause the hallucinations to become way more frequent and believable, you will also enter delirium, a fancy way of saying becoming completely batshit insane. Users on Reddit who have dosed this high report walking around aimlessly, talking to furniture, and being part of many hallucinatory plots and scenarios, often with a nightmarish quality to them. At this level, seizures, yes, seizures, are common. Needless to say, trips in this range are often dangerous and are very likely to leave some form of permanent damage to the user. Look, with DPH, there's not really much I want to say in the way of harm reduction, other than just telling you that it's just not worth doing. Even the users of this drug despise it. It's a very toxic chemical, with even small doses having been linked to organ pains, persisting hallucinations, and even dementia later in life. The effects caused by it seem more similar to having psychosis than an actual drug-induced trip, and it's strangely addictive according to reports. Many users on Reddit explain that they use DPH as a way of self-harm, and several suicide attempts have been made using it. The idea of experiencing a real-life horror movie might sound enticing for some people, but I cannot stress enough how this is a seriously dangerous substance. Well, that's all for this episode. DPH is a weird, scary drug that you should avoid if you value your overall health and sanity. It is, however, pretty interesting to read trip reports about it. Seriously, some guy described trying to, shall we say, seduce one of the shadow people he hallucinated. Anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to get notified, all of that stuff. Next video will probably be on MDMA/ecstasy, a party drug that your parents might even know of. Ooh. But if you have another substance you'd like me to cover, leave a comment and I'll look into it. Stay safe. Peace.